Well, let me tell y'all some about superstition.
It's like being by my grandma.
Yeah. Walking under a ladder.
Yeah. Splitting the pole.
Seeing the black cat.
What's another one?
What's another one? Breaking the mirror. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction.
Yes.
We're super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that red subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 50K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
In today's episode, I'm going to be telling you all about the quirks of Scottish people.
Oh Lord, they're close. Close to that close.
Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shaun. I am a vlogger from Edinburgh in Scotland. Now listen guys, Scotland has become an increasingly popular place for tourists. There are a lot of people coming from all over the world, which is absolutely amazing. And in fact, there's a lot of people watching my YouTube channel now from everywhere interested in Scotland, and I think that's absolutely incredible, amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. It's really a great honour to have you here, and if you are new to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button, share these videos with your friends and family. I would really appreciate it. A lot of people have these notions of what they think Scottish people are like, and for those of you who want to come to Scotland, for those of you thinking about it, or for those of you who just want to engage with Scottish people in general, I am putting together this short video for you. This video is going to be a kind of guide as to what Scottish people are like, and that will of course help you when it comes to interacting and dealing with Scottish people. There are a few things about us you should probably know, just so you can kind of get your way around Scottish people, the social situations you might find yourself in, all that kind of stuff. I have compiled a wee list. First thing you should know about Scottish people is that we are very proud. As Scottish people, as a nation, Scots are extremely proud of who we are, what we have achieved as a small country. For example, we will tell anybody who will listen about amazing Scots who have ventured the world and invented amazing things and who have changed the whole entire world through their way of thinking, through their inventions. And in fact, I think that could be a video in its own right, Scottish inventions. Alexander Graham Bell, John Logie Baird, Alexander Fleming. We're proud of our social makeup. We're proud of the way we are as Scottish people. So what that means actually is we don't take too kindly to people coming and criticising Scotland. And also do not call a kilt a skirt. Never, ever, ever do that. And certainly, please, never, ever, ever call us Scotch. And if you remember those things and do not offend us, you should have a bonny wee time in Scotland. And that brings me neatly on.
Yeah, I
don't call y'all Scotch.
I would have messed that one up.
Okay.
And don't call a quilt a skirt.
A kilt skirt.
A kilt a skirt? Yeah, I would have definitely called it a skirt.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I thought... I don't know. I've heard that term a lot growing up, Scotch. Mm-hmm. So, okay.
Don't do the Scotch.
Noted.
On to my second point. Because Scottish people, despite the fact that we're very proud of Scotland and being Scottish, we are also very, very self-depreciatory. What that means is we like to take the piss out of ourselves. And we'll do that with a lot of frequency.
I like it.
And it doesn't matter in what type of company we're in. And in fact, especially if we're in the company of foreigners, we like to have a joke about ourselves as well. As I say, we might be proud about the good things we've done. We also like to make a lot of jokes about the things we're not so good at. Despite those jokes, we don't often appreciate them from people from elsewhere, especially from certain places.
America.
But nevertheless, number 3, we are a warm and friendly people in Scotland. We are very welcoming and we are open. We will welcome people into our house as soon as we meet them. We will tell them our life story and we will cook them dinner. People will come up and talk to you, ask you how are you doing, talk to you most likely, first of all, about the weather. So if you're from a place that's not quite as open and friendly as that, do not be surprised when somebody comes up to you in the street and starts speaking to you. People in Glasgow, by the way, are particularly warm and friendly. You'll make...
Wait a minute. Because they be trying to get on the Americans about how we, they say it's fake. Mm-hmm. But okay, Scotland people say they coming up to you in the middle of the street and asking you about the weather.
I mean, you want to ask about the weather, we could talk about the weather, but I know not to ask anything about, Scotch, because y'all going to have my ear going crazy. Y'all going to have a whole conversation.
Baby, they say, can you home? If they come up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, babe.
You're welcome, babe. Just gotta
Okay, Balash, not Balash.
Oh, that's not real. Girl, you look good, girl. I thought that was all you. You're going to have to go.
A lot of friends in Glasgow just by walking through the streets. Number 4, we are superstitious. I don't know how many people from around the world know this about Scottish people, but we're highly superstitious. This is something that's in our DNA. We have been known to believe in...
Well, let me tell y'all something about superstition.
It's like being by my grandma.
Yeah. Walking under a ladder.
Yeah. Splitting the pole.
Seeing the black cat.
What's another one?
What's another one? Breaking the mirror.
I was going to say the mirror. What's another one? The broom. Letting the broom touch your feet.
Don't let the broom touch your feet.
Yeah. You got to spit on the broom.
Spit on. Yo, she is not lying. I've been doing that when I was small. Oh, baby, that broom touch it. Spit. What? Spit. Okay.
And get mad if you don't. Did we say it's splitting the poles?
Splitting the poles, yeah. Why don't you be a family splitting the pole? Go back around.
For real, we're gonna wait.
Back around.
Go back around.
Ghost stories, the Loch Ness Monster. This is superstition. We like to believe in the fantasy. And there's actually 2 very good examples of that. In the Royal Mile in the city centre of Edinburgh.
I bet you I got some good books.
The statue of David Hume, which sits midway up the Royal Mile. A lot of the kind of blue colour on the outside has been rubbed off of one of his feet on his toe. We rub that big toe for good luck. Another Edinburgh Royal Mile superstition is the Heart of Midlothian. Now, the Heart of Midlothian is literally the cobbles on the streets of the Royal Mile have been arranged into a heart shape. This is where a toll booth once stood. That toll booth represents a lot of things for Edinburgh in history. Obviously it's no longer there, but that's exactly where it was. It was once a tax collection office. You can understand why it was very disliked. But it was also the location of the toll booth prison. And the cells in this jail were said to be absolutely vile. The last place prisoners would have seen before they were executed. Now, people in Edinburgh have this tradition of actually spitting in that hut. If you walk past it, you'll see all the time several people, every single hour, spitting in it. The spit is also seen as defiance against the authorities and also for good luck. So, as I say, a superstitious bunch.
That's a big
And that
one.
leads on to number 5, because also, playing alongside that, Scottish people are very, very good and internationally famous storytellers. We love
Didn't I just say that? I bet they got the best books out there.
Superstitious ghost stories, Loch Ness, we romanticize about them and we build them out into big, big stories. And throughout history, Scottish people have been well known as storytellers. We've got some of the most famous writers of all times. Think of Rabbie Burns. Rabbie Burns was basically a storyteller. He did it through poetry, but it's all stories. We love to share our story with the world. We love to get people interested in our history and our country, and we do that through stories. Number 6, a lot of people...
Before we get to number 6, I just want all the young ones out there who are watching today's video, man, reading is cool, okay? Reading is cool. Reading doesn't mean you're a nerd. Reading doesn't mean that you're overly smart. It's cool. It's informative, you know what I'm saying? And it always flexes your imagination, so always have a great imagination.
Yes.
Associate Scotland with being an angry bunch of people, right? We are angry Scottish people.
Call this a sucker riot? Come on, boys. Let's take him to school.
That stereotype is actually probably misplaced. The thing is about Scottish people is we are passionate and we are very, very emotional. We are very passionate about the things we believe in and we are not afraid to shout our corner. This has been the case throughout Scottish history. We've always had characters. We're probably misrepresented as being aggressive because of that, but we're not aggressive. We are just passionate. And I think that is a beautiful, beautiful thing about us. And number 7 on the list, the fact that we are very expressive people as well.
Nice.
So as well as being emotional and as well as being good storytellers, we're also very expressive. We're very good at projecting ourselves through voice and through the way, just our presence. We have this way about us as Scottish people, and it's not just in front of an audience. One-on-one, we're very expressive people. We will talk to you in a very open, frank, and expressive way. You know, we speak a lot with our hands. We will engage people with eye contact. That's very, very important to us Scottish people. Having good eye contact is the measure of honesty. So when you come to Scotland and we are right up in your face and talking to you very directly, just remember it's quite a normal thing in Scotland. And number 8 on the list, we are very welcoming to foreigners. Scotland is a very open country, and this is something I get asked very, very often.
Scotland look like they from Louisiana.
They sound like some familiar people around my bushes.
Yes. the hospitality, the speaking to the people that they don't know. What was another one? They're expressive, they're passionate, they speak with their hands.
I thought about you when you said that part. Very expressive and passionate. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, a lot of times when we stop to, speak on our experience on a lot of controversial topics, a lot of people say that I'm being defensive about every single thing. I'm not going to let y'all believe something on this channel that is not true to the Demouchets. This is the Demouchets React, okay?
And then you got people who want to put comments and try to make us believe what they saying.
Right.
About us.
About us.
I mean, it don't work like that.
You need to be more open-minded. Would I be reacting to other cultures if I wasn't open-minded?
Oh, my God. Like, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
In the comment section, actually. And I know with politics going on in the world right now, the UK obviously voted for Brexit. I think Scotland is pretty unique in the context of the UK. Is the fact that we are so open and friendly and warm to foreigners and tourists. Well, the fact is, most likely you will be very warmly welcomed with open arms. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your background is, you'll be a guest in our country and we will be very proud of that fact. And we will be wanting to show you a great, great time in our country. This is definitely not the truth for everyone, right? Cannot make generalisations, but Scottish people, on the whole, are welcoming, friendly people. We love tourists, we love people coming to visit our country and to get to know more about us. So, come on in. Come and have a pint with us in the pub. Which brings me neatly onto the 9th point. Alcohol is definitely the way to our hearts. If you want to get us chatting, if you want to know more about Scotland, if you want to just get some conversation with people, go to the pub and have a drink. Scottish people, as a stereotype, we are known as the nation of drinkers. We love our beer, we love our whiskey, and we're very proud of the actual products that we produce in alcohol nowadays, which historically has always been whiskey and beer, but also nowadays we have become very famous at making gin as well. We are a nation of alcohol producers and actually consumers as well. The stereotypes of drinking are actually pretty true and accurate. We drink a lot. I'm not a very good representation of Scottish people whenever I travel around the world. The first thing people say to me is, oh, you're Scottish, you can probably show us how to drink. So I'm plied with alcohol and they find out after 2 or 3 drinks that I am not a typical Scotsman, and I let the country down. And I have let the country down on several occasions. And that brings me nicely on to the final point. In Scotland, we love a good party. If you like parties come to Scotland, go to the bars, go to the clubs, and actually look for Scottish parties as well, because we love it. It's where we socialise, it's where we meet friends and family. And I'm not just talking about going to nightclubs and stuff like that. If you come to Scotland, try and make sure you go to a Ceilidh or another Scottish party like that, and you'll have a great time. And of course, you will have heard about the world famous Hogmanay Street Party in Edinburgh, which is the New Year's Eve celebrations. People come from all around the world to experience what Hogmanay is. We're very proud of what Hogmanay is, and we want so many people to come and join us and have a drink with us at New Year. I'm really looking forward to this year's one, for example. So, that's it. Consider yourself now quite well equipped with some knowledge of what Scottish people are.
Nice.
Yes, so make sure you go check out his channel, guys. That was good. I feel like Scotland. I feel like it is a little sector of Louisiana.
I do too. Like, I bet y'all like crawfish. I bet so. I mean, and the thing with them saying they drink beer, like, that's a really go-to thing. That explains the expression and the passion behind them, their personalities. Because I know, like, the day I had a beer, that day I was very expressive and passionate, and I was speaking with all of my voice.
Too funny.
I was pushing my words out. Yeah, I had to make sure and I was just very, 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 very honest. Like, really honest.
Yeah. I feel like Louisiana people and Scottish people will get along.
I believe 100%.
Mesh well together. Okay? Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks. If you like, support the channel that way. Definitely. As well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Check out the description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.